Yo, welcome to the Dray Way. I am so glad you're here. You're going to have to contain me today because I'm furious. I'm furious and we're going to talk about it, but just know on this show, especially today, you're going to get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me. So we got a big show today. We got a lot to talk about. Let's get started. Let's go! Welcome to the Dray Way. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you guys are hitting the subscribe button. It means everything to me. We're trying to build it to 50,000, and we need your help. So stop by and see the show every day. Make sure you stop by and hit the subscribe button. But look, yesterday was 7 million people demonstrating no kings because Donald Trump is a piece of shit. And I use those specific words because I am absolutely fit to be tied. I cannot believe what that piece of shit did. I have no other words for this man because he literally put a video out of him in a fighter jet with a crown on his head, passing over demonstrators and shitting on them, on his own constituents, on his own people, on Americans that are using their right to demonstrate, their constitutional right. Trump thought it would be funny to get in an airplane, put a crown on his head, and shit on the American people. So since shit is the word of the day, it seems appropriate for Trump because he is the biggest piece of shit I have ever seen, ever known. He has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. He is just a giant piece of shit. And for what he did, how disgusting of a display. Are you kidding me? Are you 5 years old? How many people sat there and saw this before he posted it and thought this would be a good idea? That thought this was somehow humorous? To get in a jet, fly over demonstrators, and shit on them. I'm sorry, I don't see the humor at all. You're supposed to be the president of the United States. And now you're just you're literally a laughing stock. And everybody's just now looking at their watch till you go away. And believe me, I don't think you're going to be around for the whole 3 years remaining anyway. You know, the way you look bloated and your ankles keep swelling and you're trying to hide it and everything else. Everybody knows that you have congestive heart failure. Everybody knows that you have kidney disease. Everybody knows. And do I think you're going to be around 3 more years? Absolutely not. Am I going to shed a tear when you go? Absolutely not. I have set this country back a decade. 10 years this country is going to be set back at least because you are such a horrific, horrible, and an even worse person. I mean, you are just corrupt. You are childish, immature. You're just a piece of shit. And I keep repeating that because you thought it would be funny to shit on Americans. You thought it would be ha ha ha. I'm the president. Here's my crown. And now I'm going to shit on you people that don't like me. Well, guess what? You're going to have to shit on the whole world because the whole world doesn't like you. The whole world thinks you're a joke. All right? The only people that don't think you're a joke is the 30% of people left in America that are still in your cult and too stupid to believe anything else. It's time to just call you out for what you are. You're an old fat bastard. You know, you're an old fat piece of shit. That's what you are. And no, doing that video just kind of, that was the that was the straw for me. I'm not going to be nice anymore. I'm not going to be kind anymore. I'm just going to say it the way it is. You're a fat piece of shit. All right. You've done the women. You've been convicted. You've been in the Epstein files 60 some times. You're a felon. You're even the judge said you raped the woman. You're just beyond disgusting. You have no redeeming value whatsoever. And guess what? On this show right here, on my show, yeah, there's no kindness towards you anymore. There's no respect at all towards you anymore. What you did yesterday is just, it's the straw. When someone asked me what got me, that video, because I don't see the humor in it at all. You're the president of the United States. You're supposed to be the president of everyone. And you're supposed to have enough character, enough understanding, enough self-awareness that if millions around you are in the streets saying, this is deplorable, this is horrible, what are you doing? You would think you would have the intelligence to pause for a moment and reflect and go, wait a minute, what is everybody? Because everything you promised, I promised the wars will stop like that. And that hasn't happened. I promised prices like that. Gas prices going down like that. The food prices going down like, it's all been a lie. Just like immigration. What have you done to fix immigration? What bills have Republicans put up to fix immigration? None. You just have these masked men roaming in the streets, tackling people to the ground. And you literally have people around the world feeling sorry for us. I literally get notes from people going, we feel so sorry for you Americans right now. We feel so sorry for you. I never thought I'd see this day. But yeah, they literally feel sorry for us because Donald Trump is such a piece of shit. And he's not just a piece of shit in our country. He is a giant piece of shit around the world. What you did, Trump, was disgusting. And it's taken down immediately. But you don't have the moral character to do the right thing. That's very clear. You're like a 5-year-old little punk. And from now on, you'll be treated as such. Let me know what you think in the comments. Welcome to the Dray Way. I'm glad you're here. Don't go anywhere. Part 2 to the Dray Way coming up next. I did a show a little while ago about SNAP program not being extended, SNAP money not going out in November. And I want everyone to try to think about this for a minute. There's going to be millions of people harmed in this because there are millions of people, especially in red states, that really depend on that money just to survive, just to have food. And I don't know what a lot of people are going to do, but not only that, but what are businesses going to do? You're talking about millions and millions and millions of dollars in sales gone. That money is gone. So somebody tell me what people are going to do, what businesses are going to do with that money. Millions and millions of dollars just gone out of the economy. I don't think people realize the damage. And I saw an interesting article in the paper the other day about blue states like Massachusetts and California and Minnesota making sure that children have free meals in schools. They were mentioning New Mexico after state, blue states that are making sure children have meals because the studies show that children that are fed and children that don't have an empty stomach, they learn better. But where you don't have that type of program? In red states. Yeah, in most red states, you don't have that because Republicans don't give a shit about feeding children. They don't care. They vote against it all the time. You can't sit there and go, that's not true. Yes, it is. I can show you where they vote against it all the time. And it's just feeding children. We just want to give children some basic food. And Republicans vote against that. For that alone makes you a total asshole. The fact that you can't even say, yeah, we should be able to feed children. They should be able to get a meal at school. That's the least we can do for our kids. Not Republicans. Republicans are like, screw them. No. They're over 8, go to work. You want food, go to work. That's what assholes Republicans are. And that's why I can't understand. I see people walk around and go, I'm Republican. And I go, God, really? So you mean you wouldn't vote for children to get food? Children. Wow. You're an asshole. And that's all. I can't think of anything else. I can't. When people call themselves, I immediately have to ask certain questions. The minute someone says I'm Republican, how racist are you? There is no other reason to be Republican. You hate women, you hate children, you just hate. You're just a person of hate because you can't tell me a single thing that you want to see get done. What do you want to see get done? Tell me your plans for the country. Well, healthcare. What healthcare? You guys have been bitching about healthcare for 10 years. Show us your plan. Can you? Because you don't effing have one, you dumbass. You don't even have a plan. You never have. And you won't because you don't know what you're doing. And you don't care. But you're a bitch about the one we have and try to destroy the one we have and not try to make it any better. God forbid, should you propose one bill, one, to make it better. You've never done that. Never. You're an asshole. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't go anywhere. Part 3 to the Dray Way coming up next. One thing for sure is investing. Investing is something you've got to do in this economy. Investing is going to, and I've gotten lots of emails. Isn't there going to be a stock market crash? Isn't there going to be a correction? I'm sure there is. Yes. And when there is, I will be buying. I will be dollar cost averaging. I will be buying as it goes lower. Because what do we know over the last 40 years? There's always a new high, a new high, a new high, a new high, a new high. Because I believe in American business. That's one thing I definitely believe in. America's really good at making money. We have some greedy mother effers in America. And one thing our businesses in America know how to do is they know how to make money. So if you want to make money, you got to get invested in the market. You got to start putting money away. You got to start getting, I tell people right now, I've got a stash account, put 20 bucks in. They're going to give you 50 to get you started and start putting money in every month. And if the stock market goes down 10%, great. Start putting money in at 10 when it's 10% down. Because that way, when it goes back up to a new record, you'll be rolling in the dough. For months and months, I've been saying buy gold, buy silver. And gold's at record highs. 4,200, 4,300, 5,000, here we come. Because Lord knows this economy is not going to get any better with this president. This president's going to continue spending like crazy. The dollar's going to continue to fall. And where are you going to be? What are you going to do? Are you going to put your money in the bank for 3%, 2%? That's not going to work, is it? How's that going to work for you? First of all, if you're in Canada, get your Moomoo account. There's a link for your Moomoo right there in the description. And get your stash account. Get a stash account here in the United States. The link is right there in the description. And so is the gold and silver. If you're not getting into gold and silver, missing out. I think silver is $85. That's where I think silver is headed. $85. Gold somewhere between $55,000 and $6,000. That's where I see the peak. And I think we'll be there next year. Let me know what you think in the comments, everybody. I want to see what you think. But one thing I can just say is this economy, this president, and the next 3 years are going to be extremely difficult. And they're going to be extremely difficult because the president has no idea what to do. The president has no real agenda. The president has no real, I want to accomplish this. He's already accomplished everything he wants. Right now, he's just trying to rape and pilferage as much money as he possibly can. And those cronies around him are trying to steal whatever they can, whatever's not nailed down. And you'll see that to be the truth as this whole thing unwinds. Because when we take over the House next year, oh boy, get ready to expose all the corruption. And we'll be right here talking about it right here on the Dray Way. So that's the Dray Way for today. Don't forget, there's a new show each and every day. Come back and see me tomorrow right here on the Dray Way. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later.
Whoa, look at that. Water splashing everywhere, and I didn't even get wet. Seriously, if you want a pool like this, call the people at Unique Pool Finishes.
Hey, is that a fish?